The media is wrong, and again, they're doing fake news. Trump did not cave. You're going to find out this is part of their Q's plan and Trump's plan to limit and control and destroy the Democratic Party and their leadership as well.
Peer into the fabric of America, and they can't find him anymore. So this is why there is a policy change right now. Now, let's talk about the wall and what Trump has done. Trump, he's ready to sign a bill that will open the government for 3 weeks, 21 days. And it seems that a lot of people think that he caved on the wall. Well, really, did he? He opened the government for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, the government shuts down. So let's go through this tactical move and let's see exactly what has happened now. Democrats and Republicans will need to operate in good faith. Both parties will have to work together for the benefit of this nation. If we make a deal, it will show the American people that we can put the country before parties. This is what Trump said.
Now, he got national media coverage, and so will we put the parties before the American people? We're going to see that the Democratic Party really doesn't want to do this in 3 weeks. If they do anything, it'll be a partial thing, a technological thing, or something else, very little funding, and they'll push for no physical wall. And this will be used for Trump to show that the Democratic Party is actually more dangerous than a lot of other situations, including criminals and other things. It is actually a danger to the United States people.
When he broadcasts this out to everyone, he is appearing on all networks, talking about the wall and why we need it, reinforcing why we need the wall, using examples, stories, stats to get the American people on board. So that's number one. He was able to get airtime. Most of the time, the networks don't want to broadcast what he has to say about the wall. So he says he reached a deal, says he has a very powerful alternative, but he didn't want to use it at this time, and this is the national emergency. So he's letting everyone know, if you don't come up with a deal, I can just use a national emergency.
Now, I don't know if he'll use the national emergency or something else. He's got several things that he can do. But he will clearly show that the Democratic Party is not pro-United States and not pro the physical wall. And this will be another nail in their coffin and another destruction and push for the people to really get rid of the liberal leadership in the Democratic Party and maybe have a different party come up in leadership eventually. We'll see.
Now, since we are not in a shutdown, is the State of the Union back on January 29th? Most likely, yes. What would be the reason for not having it? The government's open. Everyone's getting paid. We don't have to worry about anything. Guess what he'll do at the State of the Union? He will repeat the same information once again and add all his accomplishments. This is something they didn't want him to do. What else did he just do? He just got the people on his side. Fed workers are getting paid. He reopened the government. Remember, there were 4 votes, and the Dems did not vote to pay the workers. They voted it down each time.
Again, he will bring this up at the State of the Union, that there are 4 votes and the Democratic Party did not vote to open the government and pay the federal workers. He'll bring this up again. You're going to see a lot of pressure put on Pelosi and Schumer and the liberal part of the Democratic Party. And I believe we may get an independent party or another party established here to challenge the Democratic liberal leadership. We will see if this is what happens in the next 2 to 4 years and get it partly destroyed and replaced. I don't know if Schumer will be subpoenaed or Pelosi or if they will be indicted. I do not know. but there are going to be key people that are, and this is going to really start to riddle and affect the Democratic Party and run ripples through the whole party.
Remember what Pelosi and Schumer said. This was their negotiation tactic. Open the government, and then we will discuss the wall. Ooh, they just trapped themselves. Trump opened the government for 21 days. Now, and it's all over the mainstream media, Pelosi and Schumer now must discuss the wall. Remember, they weren't discussing it at all. But they said this on camera. And they've said this many times. Open the government and we will discuss the wall. Well, it's open now. 21 days. The mainstream media and the deep state, they're ecstatic. They think they won. There's no wall. Well, this is for 21 days. The spotlight right now is on Congress, not him anymore. Remember what he said. Democrats and Republicans, they'll have to operate in good faith. They'll have to work together to show America and the world that they can put the country before parties.
Now remember, the Senate will be involved in this too, because it's got to go through both parts of the House and the Senate. But the House has really got to get their act together, and the pressure is going to be greatly on the House to come together and do something that's really realistic. And we'll see if that happens in 3 weeks, or if we're going to have another government shutdown, or if something else is going to happen as well as a government shutdown. We'll see. 3 weeks is not too long of a time, and you're looking before the end of February to have some concrete stuff done. So February looks like a very interesting month coming up, to say the least. Remember, Trump has a plan, and he's already started the wall physically through Army Corps of Engineers. That's already been established. He's already building a physical wall and doing it through the military. There'll be other things done as well. There's many more things going on, and this is multifaceted. We're looking at getting rid of the Federal Reserve. We're looking at getting rid of banks. We're looking at getting rid of IRS or central banks throughout the world. We're looking at getting money into our Treasury Department past the Federal Reserve. And we're looking at changing the economic system worldwide and the central bank control. We're looking at getting rid of these liberal and radical Democrats, and maybe even getting rid of the Democratic Party as it currently stands. So there are many, many things going on besides the government shutdown and the wall. And the wall will be built, by the way. And most of it will be built before the 6 years is up, I believe. Time will tell all tales. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Good day.